I'm very partial to a QR code on a TV ad. I find that quite, I don't know, yeah, the fact that you could kind of go onto QR code, click straight through, certainly for my clients, you know, and get straight through to their website and engage a bit more. Yeah, a bit of tech, you know, yeah, I'm liking that.
I mean, whenever you talk about marketing kind of trends and innovations, it always sounds a little bit kind of like too futuristic in a sense. And, you know, you're in danger of getting laughed at because it's not quite ready yet. But actually, really, that's the stuff that I'm excited about. I'm excited about the things that are going on in the blockchain, the things that can be applied to, you know, sustainable kind of media and measuring the impact of media and the media owners, that their impact too. I'm excited by all those kind of ethical kind of media choices that we're making, but the trackability, but what the blockchain can do for charities as well, and good causes, and, you know, climate change. I'm also excited by, you know, the talk about the metaverse, because, you know, while very few of us have kind of like, you know, experienced anything that, you know, profound, I say in advertising terms, if you've had an experience in that world, then actually you can get quite excited about the possibilities. So I think that's early, but I think we're going to see some things really emerging from that.
It's really interesting. We just came from the new fronts in the United States. Samba TV, we're a measurement company looking at how audiences are engaging with content across the fragmented landscape today. And the big buzzword, both at New Fronts and today here at Advertising Week, is measurement. And the future of how we're thinking differently about measuring audiences, how we're moving to a multi-currency world where we have multiple different measurement providers helping brands and agencies measure exactly what they're looking for in a way we've never been able to do. One of the things that we're really excited about is the ability to really measure how consumers are watching, what they're watching on television, but then identify new audiences who are not watching television for brands to be able to reach in a deduplicated, incremental way across every screen that they're watching. This has kind of been the holy grail that brands and advertisers have been looking for. This is the year that it's happening, and it's really exciting to see. I think there's about a dozen topics this week at Advertising Week talking about this, so it's really exciting.
That everyone's going to be marketed to, and that's what I'm most excited about. That people that look like me, people that look like anyone that's watching this, no matter what race, religion, sexual orientation, they're all now part of a brand's remit. So that's what I'm most excited about. We're actually going to do this thing called marketing right.
So I think taking account of Gen Z, taking account of their media habits, how they're changing, their outlook on society, what they think of as culture, their requirement to be involved in brand building. Those are really interesting things to nail for our industry, and it requires a different approach to some of the heritage practices that are still knocking around.
There's two things I'm most excited about in 2022, and I think that it does reflect the pandemic experience. And, you know, we engaged with a lot of leaders across the industry, and there was a huge desire, like a visceral desire, to use that cliched phrase, build back better. And the two things that we're really focused on at the Advertising Association are sustainability through Ad Net Zero and improving inclusion in our industry through our All In initiative. And those two programs have amazing industry support. We've got real momentum behind them, and we want 2022 to be the year where those programs are turbocharged, so we can make the industry a more inclusive industry and a more sustainable one.
I'm really interested in the whole category of micro-mobility and the massive amounts of funding that's coming into that category and the brilliant advertising that's come out. And I predict that one day micro-mobility advertising will be bigger than automobile advertising. I mean, you can see this week Ford came out and said we're backing you to get on your bike or walk, and I think this is going to be a really big thing for people and to help with climate emergency.
So I work in retail media, and I've definitely been hearing a lot about that during Advertising Week. I've just done a panel discussion around that subject and the rise of not just retail media but commerce media, and I definitely think that in a world where we need to worry about cookies and apples, advertising within a retailer environment is definitely a way to circumnavigate all of those potential issues for an advertiser. And I think that the thing that's driving all of that is the first-party data and omni-channel approach. And I think those are the buzzwords that, again, we're going to hear a lot from people across Advertising Week this week.
There's two. So Pinterest is going to be launching
in the UK Pinterest native checkout. So everything you see on Pinterest, you should be able to buy, which is really exciting for us. We want to be the #1 leading commerce platform. So if you're shopping for a new sofa, a lamp, pair of trainers, we want you to be able to check out on site. So that's a really, really exciting and game-changing development for Pinterest. Number 2, Dyson. Dyson have launched a beauty lab, which is an absolute game changer. I've got a 13-year-old daughter who loves the hairdryer, so I can't really get a look in mine, but also I don't really know how to use mine. It's a brilliant kit, and I don't know how to use it. But you go into this beautiful store, it looks stunning, it's sleek, it's seamless. Hopefully my hair will be after that session. And they teach you how to use the Air Wrap, which is an absolute game changer. So they're really clever as well, because you go in there and they get you to buy sort of extra add-on bits and bobs. And it's a really, really lovely experience that everyone should treat themselves to. So for me, it's all about shopping on Pinterest, and it's all about blow dryers at Dyson.